Alright, here we go. It's one of my weekly yards. Got the 36-inch X-Mark stand on. And we just cutting, trimming, and blowing this one. I got my son with me today. Y'all get to see him progress in learning the weed whacker. I've been trying to teach him the weed whacker for a couple of years, and it's starting to grow on him a little bit. This is one of the rare yards that I could get that 36-inch in their backyard. Well, I can't get that 36-inch in their backyard. This is one of the rare yards where it don't fit. I might only have like two on my whole route where that 36-inch won't fit in their backyard. And this is one of them. You will see how narrow it is to the backyard in a second. I condensed the yard down to about, I think, 3 inches or maybe 2.5. I think it was maybe 3 inches though. Like I said, this is one of the rare yards where I gotta pull out the Honda GCV 200, the new one that just came out. And I can say that I've been actually I've been impressed by the power of this mower right here. And the speed on it too. The speed is I haven't had another push mower that was ever as fast as this. I haven't tried a lot of different ones, but I can tell you right now, I can tell you this one right here it's so fast that sometimes you like if you ran it to full capacity, you probably could jog with it. It's that fast. Like I rarely will actually open it all the way up. But to get in these little back areas, it's perfect for that though. I heard from people. Well, let me know in the comments if you have a rotten or a zero turn. Do you just stop accepting customers that need a push mower, or do you just keep doing the push mowing? I'm curious to know if you could just leave some comments, just so I would know how people usually set their schedule up when they get a zero turn. Because I've been using these push mowers for the first 4 years of my business. Now that I got the zero turn, I got just a couple of yards where I still gotta bring this out, and I really don't mind push mowing them, but I would just like to know y'all advice on that situation. Anyway, you could, I mean, as a backup, when my zero turn went down on me, I was able to easily finish my yards with this machine right here. Because I only cut small yards anyway. I try not to really take on too big yards because of how small my setup is. And anyway, there's my son right here. He catching on though. He's 10 years old now, so I'm gonna see how much he been progressing. He not doing too bad though. Actually doing pretty good. Every year I try to work with him a little bit so he could get better and better. I really only let him use the string trimmer. I don't let him use the mowers yet because the mowers are so easy to do. So I just keep that string trimmer in his hand, trying to make sure he get that, because I think the string trimmer is really half the battle when it comes to on the lawn care business. I think it just separates you from the quality by knowing how to weed whack a yard right. So that's why I'm gonna teach him that first. But yep, this is the FS 111. For y'all that's been following, know that my FS 94R is in the shop right now. They saying it's gonna be like 3 weeks. So I'll be using this one probably for the rest of this month of July 2020. And I don't mind using it as a backup. It's so much power that you can bust out windows with something this strong on just these little residential properties. And to be honest, I've actually done that before. Like, this thing is that strong where I've bust out a glass screen door. Shattered it. And the people was cool about it. It was cool about it. I just did a lot of work for them and gave them real good deals, and they was happy with that. But still, you don't want to bust somebody's window out with one of these. I'm just using it as a backup, but this is way overkill for residential. But don't get me wrong, like I think it'll be for somebody who got a weed whack, like fields and stuff like that. This would be perfect for that. 'Cause you'll have a whole lot of power. And basically because it's a 4 cycle machine, so it's just either all power or nothing at all. Now I'm gonna blow this yard off with the BR700X. And I just say this about a good backpack blower. They worth every penny of that investment to buy the strongest one that you could possibly have. Because when you can blow, like, don't get me wrong, use whatever you have right now, and because you do have to stack, you do have to stack too. Don't get me wrong, but whenever whenever you do decide to invest in a backpack blower, invest in the best one you could possibly get, no matter what the cost is, because they pay for themselves, and like in no time they pay for themselves so fast. Because a yard like this, if I tried to blow this whole yard off with a handheld blower or something like that, it would take forever to do that on a yard this size. All you have to do is make sure you get some ear protection, some ear protection, and it's worth it. Like, if you really want to get your business more efficient, and you don't have a really strong backpack blower, I highly advise you get one. And don't try to skimp on the money. Really get the one you really want.
You want me done recording? You want me done recording?